Welcome back. This is Emily. Today, too, will bring you a cozy, heartwarming moment, so please enjoy your time here. Day 32, The Promise of Stardust. Smith was tired of the noise and meaningless competition of modern society. It was then that fate reached out to him. One night, under an unusually bright full moon shining outside his window, Smith suddenly woke up. In a corner of the room, light danced. As he approached, the light slowly morphed into the shape of a gate. Without fear, Smith walked through it. When he opened his eyes, Smith found himself in a different world called Celestia, a world where beautiful nature and magic coexist. Two suns shone in the sky, flowers emitted strange colors, and colorful birds flew through the air. The moment Smith stepped into this world, he met Eleanor. With a gentle smile and a calm voice, she welcomed Smith and became his guide in this world. Eleanor began to teach Smith the basics of magic. The lessons from Eleanor were not just about magical techniques. Through spending time with Eleanor, Smith learned the importance of self-acceptance and began to find peace of mind. The peace of Celestia was threatened by a dark shadow. Together, they embarked on an adventure to protect Celestia. Facing difficulties, Smith underwent personal growth and understood what true strength is. It's not the power of swords or magic, but love, courage, and accepting oneself and others. Smith discovered his own special magic, a power to nurture love and hope, born from his bond with Eleanor. However, as Smith grew, voices calling him back to the real world began to emerge. At the climax, Smith and Eleanor overcame Celestia's greatest crisis and successfully restored peace. Through this grand adventure, Smith had invaluable experiences and grew significantly. He deepened his bond with Eleanor and learned the meaning of true strength and love. Yet, the choice to return to the real world weighed heavily on his heart. On their last night, under the starry sky of Celestia, they had a conversation. Eleanor said gently, "Smith, you have learned much. Your time in Celestia has allowed you to grow beyond imagination. Your heart now reflects a completely different landscape." Smith looked at her and replied softly, "Eleanor, meeting you in this world has changed my life. The lessons and experiences here have enriched my soul and brought new perspectives." Eleanor smiled and said, "However, you have a mission in the real world. It's time to apply what you've learned here in your world. Our bond will give you strength to face the challenges you'll encounter." After a moment of silence, Smith said quietly, "Eleanor, parting with you is painful, but our bond and the lessons from here will live on in me. They will give me the strength to overcome any difficulty." Eleanor took Smith's hand and said firmly, "Our journey doesn't end here, Smith. No matter how far apart, our hearts will always be connected. The power of love and hope you've learned will guide and protect you." Eleanor thanked Smith and encouraged him that the lessons learned in Celestia would strengthen him in the real world. Although Smith deeply loved Eleanor in this world, he understood he had a mission in the real world. At the moment of choice, Smith reflected deeply. He was convinced that the experiences in Celestia had transformed him into a better person, and that he could apply these lessons in the real world. Smith chose to part with Eleanor and return to the real world. Eleanor, holding back tears, respected his decision, and they said their heartfelt goodbyes. When Smith returned to the real world, he saw his surroundings with new eyes. His experiences in Celestia gave him confidence and calmness, positively affecting his daily life. He faced new challenges in the real world, applying the lessons from Celestia to pursue his dreams. At the story's end, Smith is faced with the choice between Celestia and the real world. Eleanor tells him that regardless of his choice, the lessons learned and growth achieved will forever remain within him. The story ends, but it leaves room for imagination. What kind of life will Smith lead in the real world? How will the lessons from Celestia continue to influence him? And perhaps, one day, Smith might visit the lands of Celestia again. This story talks about self-acceptance, growth, and healing of the heart. It encourages readers to face life's challenges, reflect on themselves, and find true strength. Thank you for spending time with Emily today. I'm truly happy. If you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to the channel and give it a like. We'll have a new reading ready for you tomorrow, so please come back. Have a good night, and see you tomorrow.